Howdy folks, it's Brian with BG Model Workshop, and we're doing an update on our diabetes awareness group build. We're working with the Revell Jeep J10 Honcho. It also comes with a snowmobile. Did I mention it comes with a snowmobile? I don't think I've ever mentioned that before. So this is the Ice Patrol, and thus the snowmobile. But we are finding that this kit is an absolute joy to work with. And I'm not being sarcastic. It actually is a joy to work with. I would have had this done sooner if we didn't have to stop and decorate for some sort of upcoming holiday. But, and then other things going on like traveling and whatever. But yeah, this is actually a fun build. And I've been looking on eBay to try and find another one of these kits. Because they are like out of print now or whatever. I hope that Revell starts producing these along with whatever else they're going to be producing pretty soon, because I do want to get more of these. And if you don't have one in your stash, it's going to be expensive, and I would say just wait until they come back out again, because the prices that people are asking for these things are kind of dumb. But I mean, you can probably find them on Model Roundup for a much better price. But and if you can do that, do that. Let's see here. Our chassis, it's a beautiful little guy. Very basic, which we enjoy because we ourselves are basic. And we did some Ushi powder on the fuel tank. We do have some bright, shiny stuff going on with also some rusty stuff going on. But we're going to even that all out by giving it a nice grime wash and dirtying everything up. Our engine and transmission and transfer case all went together swimmingly. And then we went back and did a little bit of aluminum work on the transmission, and then hit that with some liquid shadow, also known as panel line accent color, because now all of our panel lines have an accent. I'm thinking probably French Canadian would be a good accent to have. Our valve covers actually do have Jeep lettering on there and the AMC logo, which gave us an idea to add some decals to the bottom of the hood. I found this AMC logo in my decal stash. I thought that'd be great. That's going to be cool. Let's see what we got going on with the engine here is oil filler, dude, and the pre-wired distributor. And then back here we have the coil. Those are all added on. Those weren't part of the kit. We did do a alternator bracket, so that's no longer floating, and then we added on an oil filter because the kit did not have one, so we added on an oil filter. And our oil filter started out as a piece of sprue from a Bandai kit. A lot of times Bandai kits will have these still attached on this end here to a large piece of plastic or something like that, like a hull or some jazz like that. And we discovered that that is the perfect size cylinder, and the bracket happens to have the proper angle, so you can just attach this right to the side of the engine block and then paint it up as you will. So that's that was kind of a fun addition there. So if you're not one of my Bandai brothers, see if you can find somebody that can send you some oil filters. This is the stock air cleaner on here. It does seem a little tiny for the size of the engine, but it does allow us to see the engine detail all around there and everything. So we're kind of happy with that. The kit has a couple of fun little accessories. They're cute little gas cans. Got two of these guys. And I got some decals in the set too for those. And we got a nice little toolbox. It's kind of a fun little mold. And then we put our It's a Jeep thing on there. Thought that was going to be kind of fun. Our body's really nice. The color came out beautiful. Can you hear it? It's actually saying, "Look at me, I'm so pretty." It's like, yes, you are. You are very pretty. So we kind of came up with a backstory for this model. We're going to say that Mr. Joe Jeep lives up in Wisconsin, in the tundras of Wisconsin. And in his off hours, he volunteers during the winter to be part of the Ice Patrol, the guys that go out and find folks that get lost when they go looking for Christmas trees. And because Mr. Joe Jeep is part of the Ice Patrol, he needs to be in constant communication with base camp. So he's got that gigantic antenna on there, which comes with the kit. And we got that all mounted up on our roll bar, which comes with a nice little Honcho decal for that and everything. So Mr. Joe Jeep, he's got his monster antenna there. So we thought, whoa, we better go look through the parts box for a CB radio so you can stay in constant communication with base camp. And just detailed that up real lightly with a little bit of dry brushing to help bring out, because you can tell the rest of the thing is all black inside of here. And we did a little bit of future on the flat black seats to help make that look more like vinyl. I didn't mind doing the interior in all black because it is very soft on detail on the door cards. And so we weren't going to lose anything by doing stuff in black, and it just seemed like a nice simple answer to that question. There is no chrome on the kit, even though the box actually says there's chrome plated pieces on the description on the side. There is no chrome plated pieces, and everything we see here is actually Tamiya AS-12 aircraft aluminum. And it's kind of like a bare aluminum look. I think that looks nice. We did do some Molotow in the headlight buckets. The headlight lenses are molded in clear, so that's cool. And then our turn signals is a little bit of Molotow with some Tamiya clear orange over the top to make those look kind of nice. And then we have beautiful molded battery with cables that were easy to pick out, and then heater hoses. And then fluid bottles that we just painted in flat white and did a dirty wash over. And then horns and some engine control modules. Window glass. The front windshield literally pops into place. The wing windows here hold it in place, and it's very, very nice. And then we did do a piece of acetate. Yeah, put the window. Got a piece of acetate in the back here, and we did realize that after painting this all black, we can't see that there's a window in there or not. So that's up to you guys. If you want to put a piece of acetate back there, go right ahead. It's very easy to do. This whole piece is actually molded separately, so it's easy to make a template and then cut that out and then add it in. But it's one of those deals where it's like, you don't need it in there if you don't want to put it in there, if you don't want to go through the hassle. We did do a little bit of nice detail on our filler cap. Got a nice license plate on the back there, which is marked for 1979. Yeah, we're going to focus on that. My camera's got just as much ADD as I do. But yes, this is a beautiful color. Did I mention that? I'm not sure if I did, but we're doing a TS58 Pearl Light Blue. And we did that over an actual base coat of TS76, the mica silver. So that was a beautiful, beautiful combination on our part. And one bit of special bling that we're doing is we got from Detail Master some diamond plate, some tread plate. This stuff is sweet. It's real metal. You know, it's tin. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's beautiful. This is, I think it's rolled, and that's why it comes to us with a little bit of a curve to it. However, it's stamped or whatever. But the part number for this particular piece is DM2533. And I believe it costs us about 13 bucks. But the piece, the sheet, is actually large enough to do the entire bed of a pickup truck if you want to do some trimming for the wheel wells and whatever. So we cut off a little piece of that and stuck it on the back side of our tailgate. Since we got to display this with the tailgate down in open position because the snowmobile is a little too long to fit in the back. So that's what we got going on there. It's a Monday, so happy Monday to everybody. If you stuck around this long, I appreciate that greatly. And everybody just hang in there. Christmas is coming. It's coming soon. And it's the holiday season, the best time of the year, I swear. Everybody have a great week. We'll talk to you a little bit later on. Bye now.